Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, your social media strategy instructor. And just as I promised, every single week, I'm going to kind of set up a weekly kind of like preface to the week, things that you should be thinking about, processing through, and just kind of guide you a little bit as we navigate week one. Again, if you haven't got a chance to check out my welcome announcements, please be sure to do that. I'm so excited to be going on this journey with you guys. As we approach week one of the things that I mentioned in with the weekly announcements is that this course is actually new for me in the way we formatted it as opposed to the last class. So I'm also learning and navigating the things that are important. So again, give me some grace as we navigate this together. But I'm really excited for the new changes. I think they're going to be really great for what you need to learn and what you need to do. I think it's a really great course redesign. So as we enter into week one, I think the biggest thing for you to recognize and understand is that this is laying down the foundational level for you to understand what social strategy means, right? And there are a lot of different ways that social media can be used. And I think that's one of the biggest things we need to recognize, right? That when we talk about social media strategy, at this point, we recognize that social media is no longer an auxiliary part of a marketing plan. It is an integral part of the marketing plan. So now that we understand that, as we enter into almost into 2021, thank the Lord, right? We no longer need to, we should no longer need to convince people that social media is an important part of our marketing and any business strategy. But what we need to do is move forward from just social media as posting and social media as a legitimate strategy towards achieving business goals. And so that's what this week is all about. It's laying down the foundation of what is social media, how do we understand it today, what are the different perspectives and ways we can view social media as we navigate. And that's essentially kind of what this first week is all about. So as we navigate into week one of the things I always want to do is make sure I briefly go over each discussion board as well as the assignment. So this particular week for the discussion board, you are going to be looking at the ML plus minus table and working through that. So essentially what that is, and again, you can read the book to kind of get a deeper understanding, but most simply, it's taking a social media platform and essentially saying this is what it's most like, plus this, minus this. And what that does is it kind of helps us better conceptualize in a kind of a street level understanding of a social media platform. So for your initial discussion post, what you're going to do is you're going to create your own kind of, this social media platform is most like this minus this plus this, or some version of that. And again, you'll be able to see some of that in the initial discussion board assignment module. There's a link to a table that'll kind of give you a couple of different examples. It's so important to look at that. So again, what you're going to do is you're going to describe a platform that's not on that table. And then you're also going to talk about whether you believe any of the platforms within that table has evolved or changed. So there's some things there. I think the most important thing as we navigate discussion boards is understanding our peer responses, right? So one of the things that I said earlier that's really important for me is making sure that we don't just do the, wow, that's a really great post, ask a couple questions and move on, right? There are very specific prompts that the module is asking you guys to do. So that's gonna be really important to navigate. That's what I'm gonna be grading on. So things like, do you think your peer descriptions of the ML plus minus thinking strategy are on target? Why or why not? Who might the target audience be for the platforms your peer described? What kind of messages will be best suited to the platform your peers described? So you're gonna do that for each. You're gonna do that for two peers. And each you're going to respond twice, or excuse me, we're going to respond to two different people's initial post. Okay, so that's going to be really important. So just because you respond to somebody who responded to you does not count as a second response. It's two people initial repost. Again, it's due Thursday night, and then your responses are due by Sunday night. The second thing that we're going to be doing is a short paper, right? And these short papers, more than anything, is it helps us get a better understanding of some of the perspectives. And so the prompt is going to be super simple, and you can kind of read through that. So I'm not going to go through each thing, but best strategy in terms of clarity, which is super important to me as we navigate assignments. For me, I am someone, again, this is a short paper, so it's going to be 200 to 300 words. Two things are really important: citations, making sure you're using correct APA citations. And then secondly, that each question that you're answering, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, essential questions you're answering within this short paper. It needs to be clear what you're answering. So for me, I'm someone who loves section titles, right? So if you're using, I encourage you to use section titles for each one, right? As you begin to navigate that, answer each one. You can find all those in the readings. It's gonna be really important that you do the readings just so you have a better perspective of kind of what you're looking at. Again, I'm not looking for perfect answers. I'm looking for that you have an understanding of the different functional, dynamic, experiential perspectives, as well as generators of valuable experiences, understanding, defining social media in your own terms, things like that. Again, the goal is for you to have a comprehensive understanding of social media that makes sense for how you would describe it, right? If you can articulate it in your own words, that's an opportunity for you to have mastery over a subject. And so that's what this week is all about. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Let me know. I'm excited as we navigate this course together. I'm excited to go through this with you guys. I think there's gonna be a lot of really valuable things for you. So if you have any questions, let me know, but good luck, guys.